The drama going on with the Queen of Kings YouTube channel reminds me of a soap opera. And when I think of the main two characters in the channel, Rose and Brett, it's kind of like a train wreck. In fact, it is a train wreck. At first, they wanted to make us believe that, you know what, interracial love is something that really works. And I guess interracial love does work, just like black on black love works. But the reality is, they're trying too hard to make it seem like it's just a love affair going right. Really, it's a way to grift and get views for low quality content, but hey, they've done it very good. And the main character, Rose, has done so in a very peculiar way. Rewind! Now again, I've already talked about how Rose accused her own mother of doing this with her brother.
Talking about my daddy, right? And how my daddy beats her, right? And I was very respectful. I let her talk about it. I let her say that he beat her or whatever the case. Because realistically, yeah, he did. I seen a couple times. He's a totally different man now. But I don't know, my dad's always been a great dad. I love my dad to life. But you wrote this whole book about everybody, about my dad, about everybody, about how you're getting through domestic violence. Did you mention in the book? Yes, she said he beat her, Jenny said. Did you mention in the book that you had sex with my brother?
And we already know how she's disrespected her husband in the past.
Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid the down deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid for this whole life that we live. Let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Oh, okay. Let's not pretend. Let's just be very, very real. You told me to put it on live, so I put it on live. So, and then you want to start talking about a glass of wine, and then you want to start saying, oh, are you not going to talk? After I was just sitting here silent before we even got on live. I've been not talking. I've been not talking. I've been not talking. So what are you talking about? Oh, okay.
But after being exposed for lying to her audience, allegedly making up the fact that she didn't have an argument with her husband, calling him broke, saying he was a deadbeat dad to his first set of kids. Nope, she said all of that was a lie, which we don't believe. Now she's looking to do something. After winning the 1 million plaque subscriber channel thing on YouTube, she wants to do a rebrand.
Why not do it naturally? So if you guys seen, naturally I'm super fit. I don't have any fat on me naturally. Naturally, I'm exactly where I need to be, I'm gonna be honest. But there's certain things that we can't do anything about, like stretched out skin. So that's like, no matter how much I work out or whatever, like my abs and my strength and a flat stomach is the least of my concerns. I have that. But the super stretched out skin and all that comes with being a mommy, that stuff you can't do anything about.
So guys, Rose, who's 29, is about to be 30. She's looking at rebranding. How does she want to rebrand? Now, usually when a brand is trying to reestablish itself, they are trying to do so with the consumer base. They actually feel like the brand has lost some confidence. And so one of the things that a brand can do to regain the trust is to re-energize itself. One of the things the brand can do is change its logo. So you will always see that, or an updated logo. You can also see a difference in credo, how the brand will execute. It could also change its demographic. For example, like Gucci, which is a high-end brand, is looking at rebranding itself to a lower market audience that spends less money so that it can attract more sales, albeit at a lower price. But the whole idea of rebranding as a concept is to regain consumer confidence and to infiltrate into a market in which that doesn't believe that you're good anymore or believes that you suffer. We've seen this with Apple. Apple in the 80s and 90s was a very decent company. Unfortunately, in the mid 90s, Apple suffered some humiliating defeats, and we saw Microsoft and Bill Gates get into their market. And if it wasn't for Microsoft actually bailing Apple out, Apple would have went under, but they didn't want Microsoft to have a monopoly, and we would have never had the iPhone. So Apple rebranded. It rebranded by how it does things, how its employees do things, and how the customer feels about the product. That was one of the biggest rebrands we've ever seen in modern history. But when you listen to what she's saying, her rebrand is just about getting a tummy tuck or nose surgery. It's basically just about how she looks. She doesn't feel bad at all for how she treats her husband. She doesn't feel bad at all for how she treats her audience. She's not trying to give better content. She's not trying to give more edited content. She's not trying to improve her strategy for rebranding. It's just that she's a mom and she's almost in her 30s. So she wants to change her look as more of a hot mom. And if you look at some of her Facebook pictures, some of them are even half naked, and you see that she's breastfeeding on live. She wants to try to sell herself as, I would even say, a sex symbol. In my honest opinion, I don't know why she does that, because she's practically nude sometimes on some photos on Facebook showing her nipples. I think it's a rebrand to try to get somebody else if this guy doesn't work out. But she doesn't care about the paying audience. She doesn't care about the clients. She doesn't care about the people that lost faith in her when she admitted that she lied about the whole thing about breaking up with her white husband, Brett, or separating. That doesn't matter. But something does matter though, and I do want to talk about this particular commenter that made this statement.
Ivy Ash says she's about to rebrand as a single mom. Yes, girl. You're so immature. That man deserves way better. Okay, so Luca B0830 said, you're so immature and my husband deserves better. So what I'm excited about that is that all goes into a part of my rebranding. So, you know, stepping into my 30, I get to choose my character and become her. So you might be right. And he's about to get better in the new Rose. I meant to say you might be right about the, like, you're so immature part, but not the he deserves better. Like, I'm literally the best.
So she reads this comment on live and she says, she repeats the comment and she acknowledges that the comment is there. She also acknowledges the fact that she is indeed immature. And the lady says, hey, you don't even deserve your husband. So that's only at this point that she believes that, you know what? He's going to get something new in me. She didn't mention that in the rebrand at first because, she didn't care that she needed to change for her husband. No, that didn't even matter. Even though she had mentioned in the rebrand that, hey, my husband's going to be working even more with the kids, doing this with the kids. He works earlier in the morning. He's going to be doing this and that. And when the audience member said, hey, you're immature, she's like, yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah, he's going to get a new me or whatever, but I'm the best thing for him. And again, this is what you see in immaturity. The idea that you feel like you're the best for somebody, yet you're being immature and disrespecting your mate, but you don't feel like you look the best. So you're more concerned about what you look like and not about how you act. Now, here's the point that I really want to make. A lot of ladies, when they go this route, and I'm talking about in the black community with getting a white man, it's always about how the black man acts or behaves. He's not a person that, you can build your life with. He's terrible, this and that. Then when they go to someone else or to another community, they never change anything about themselves. It's still the men are the problem. Oh yeah, I'm immature, but I'm the best mate for him. The reality is that guy needs to be there for that channel money to come in. If he had the opportunity to leave you and go with somebody else better, he most likely would. In that lack of self-awareness to understand why you are where you are, that's one of the reasons that a lot of men complain about the so-called modern woman. This is not to say that all women are like this, but it is common enough that men are saying, I don't want to get married to that lady. Especially, she's already been divorced. She has 2 kids by a black man, and then I'm coming in giving her 3 more kids and getting the same lack of respect that this guy did, who's probably moved on to his life with another lady who behaves nothing like her. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.